Humans are thought to be the most unique organisms on Earth. But how unique are we really? Out of all the animals on Earth, chimps are considered to be our closest kin.
The sequence of the 4 chemical building blocks of DNA determines the traits of all living things. These are represented by A's, T's, C's, and G's. Each generation passes on this chemical text to its offspring. Occasional mistakes in copying, mutations, can result in new traits. Paige takes part of a gene in humans and aligns it with the corresponding sequence of the same gene found in chimps to compare the letters.
And what we see is that these two sequences, the human and chimp sequences, are spectacularly similar. They are, in fact, 98% identical. They're just a couple of spelling changes. Why are there only a couple of spelling changes? Because we and chimps had a common ancestor only a few million years ago.
Pass on their knowledge and techniques for survival from generation to generation. They use rocks to open nuts and make medicine from plants. They communicate through grunting and stomping on hollow trees, as well as with body gestures and facial expressions. They are also intelligent enough to be taught sign language. They show emotions, such as compassion for one another, and live in a complex society, not too much unlike our own.
Unfortunately, chimpanzees are endangered. Chimpanzees are constantly being threatened by poachers for bushmeat. Bushmeat is the illegal hunting for meat of wild animals. The bushmeat crisis is pushing chimps and other species on the edge of extinction. By setting traps or ambushing them, poachers successfully are able to kill and capture chimpanzees. The bushmeat crisis can potentially pass diseases between the two species from those who are handling and eating the meat, such as the Ebola virus.
Baby chimps are often sold as pets. It is estimated that 10 million chimpanzees die for each baby that is captured successfully. Chimps are losing their habitats due to deforestation, logging, commercial development, and roads. Chimpanzees are used for lab experiments and research. It is estimated that 12,000 primates are imported to the US every year for research. The chimpanzees go through excruciating and traumatizing procedures, including vaccine tests, military experiments, and invasive brain experiments.
Humans will suffer the consequences of chimp extinction. Without chimpanzees, there will be a loss of biodiversity. The extinction of a species causes a domino effect, which leads to a disturbance in the ecosystem. Chimps also help the locals in many ways, an example being the unintentional germination of a special seed important to both locals and chimps.
Jane Goodall is an anthropologist, primatologist, and ethologist from London, England. She is best known for her social interaction with chimps in Congo, Tanzania. She is the founder of the Jane Goodall Institute, which supports the preservation of wildlife, especially for chimpanzees, raises awareness of chimpanzees being endangered, and promotes activities ensuring the well-being of chimpanzees.
Neil Cortez, an anthropologist from Ohio State University, best known for her discovery of spear construction and use within chimpanzee tribes, also believes that chimps must be protected. Cortez was successful in returning a baby chimpanzee to the chimp tribe it was taken from with no damage. The baby was to be sold illegally. Cortez has spoken to forest officials about many of the problems chimpanzees face, and hopes that they will be taken into consideration. In this picture, you could see Cortez holding the first spear reported to be held by a chimpanzee.
Dr. Carol Noon is an anthropologist from the University of Florida. She is a primatologist best known for creating a non-profit organization called Save the Chimps. She was inspired by Jane Goodall and always loved animals. She worked in Chimpanzee, which is a sanctuary for chimpanzees. She raised awareness of the inhumane treatment that were bestowed upon chimpanzees. As a result, she was given the Jane Goodall Award for her life's work and dedication.